Welcome back to another episode of the Constructive Liberty Podcast. Today is Thursday. Yes, it's Thursday. I missed doing a show yesterday. My schedule has been a little hectic lately, a little out of whack, a little crazy, and I did not get to record an episode yesterday. Apologize, guys. You are getting an extra episode this week tomorrow, though. So look for that. It's going to be fun. It's a chat that I had on the Workshop podcast with Toolman Tim Cook. So check that out tomorrow. It's a really fun conversation. It's a bit of a long episode, so you may want to break it up into 2 or even 3 parts. It goes just over an hour, so it's a really fun conversation, though. What have I got for you today? Well, I want to talk through some things that I've been thinking about lately, a little bit of shift that I've had in where I'm going with my coaching business. And so I want to kind of share that with you. I would love to get some feedback from you on it and hear what if you have any insights or interest in joining what I've got planned. So that's going to be fun as well. I did have a whole episode recorded this morning while I was driving, and when I went to play back the audio of it, it was just all garbled, and I'm not sure what happened. I don't know why. Yeah, it's very frustrating when you go through that effort to record something and it's not usable. So I'm hoping this recording will be usable. I believe it is. I believe it will be. We'll see what happens. So there is that. Hey, I want to remind you, if you are not yet a member of an online community, I want you to go check out 48 Days Eagles with Dan Miller. And I'll drop a link down in the show notes where you can check out what they've got going on there. 48 Days is Dan Miller's community. He actually grew up Mennonite or maybe even Amish, and he grew up to become a career coach, helping people create, either whether that's a job or build their own business, doing work that they love to do. So he built this awesome community online. It's his podcast is the front for that community, but they've got a lot of really cool people and a lot of really awesome stuff going on there. They've got 1 or 2 calls every week that you can join and just meet the people, chat, get encouragement. It's a lot of fun and a lot of good people over there. So I'll drop a link in the show notes where you can go check out what they're calling Peak Week, basically getting a peek or a look and some insight into what they're doing at their community over there. And if you decide to join through my link, I will get a small commission on that. But go check it out. It's a really great group of people over there. Again, that link will be in the show notes. So let's just jump right into what I've got for you today. Um, the episode kind of came from I was struggling to sleep a couple of nights ago. My brain was it was firing on all 12 cylinders, and I've only got 6, I think. So, it was not allowing me to sleep. I was tired. I almost fell asleep, and something woke me up. And finally, at about 11:30, after not being able to sleep, I'm like, you know what? My brain's just going crazy. I'm going to go up to my office and just think and write and get some of these thoughts out of my head. And so that's what I did. 11:30, I got up out of bed, got dressed, went to my office, and I was there for the rest of the night. I did end up falling asleep, I think around maybe 2 o'clock, but I had some good thoughts I had some good things come to me. So I, I was thinking a lot about my coaching business. I just had a conversation with somebody about it, and he told me something that I really have been thinking, but also needed to hear from somebody else. And that is that I should probably shift the focus of where I want to go with my coaching. Now, if you've listened for any amount of time, you know that my passion and the people that I want to help are teens and young adults. My passion is that every person has a career based on their gifts and their talents and their unique God-given abilities, that they can operate fully using the tools that God gave them. That's where we find our purpose. And so I really want to preempt people that go to college or go get a job and end up 20, 30, 50, 60 years in a career they hate. I want to preempt that and help teens start off on the right foot. But I've really struggled to connect with parents and teens to push that, to find the right audience or the way to get in that niche. I've had a hard time figuring out the messaging and all of that. One thing that has been a lot easier for me, and this is where the shift comes from, is connecting with me. I think it's easy to connect with people that are like us because, I mean, it's easy. You just create content that you like, that you enjoy. And that's something that I can do is create content based around personal growth, around creating, you know, growth in your spiritual, personal, and business life, creating stronger relationships, and all of that. Like, those are things that I am super passionate about for myself. And so all of my thoughts go towards that. And that tends to be the focus of the content that I create. And then that draws in people that are similar minded. And so my thought has been, I need to quit saying and so. It's a transition, it's a filler word, it's got to go. It's got to go. My content has focused a lot towards people that are like me and has drawn in more people that are like me. And I believe that needs to be the direction of my coaching business. So what I was thinking of the other night was to kind of create a membership model. It's going to have different levels, but based around studying books that help us in our personal, spiritual, business, relationships, all of those aspects of life. And how that would work is, as a part of the membership, you receive a box each month with a book, another little item to a personalized item that's geared towards you, things that you enjoy, things you like, maybe have your name on it or a saying that you love or something that I come up with each and every month. Be something different. Maybe another little gift in there. And also it would have in there some information about the special guest or speaker that I would have on the podcast or on the show that month. This would all be under the Empowering Forward Momentum umbrella. I don't know why I chose that name. It's the hardest name in the world for me to say. There's certain words that are really difficult for me to say with some of the congestion issues and such that I've dealt with through my life. And I don't know why I chose that one. It's super hard, but Empowering Forward Momentum. So it would all be under that umbrella. And as the basic level of membership, you would receive that gift box each and every month, and you would have access to the book study. We would have one call each month dedicated to the book study. There would be a study guide, and we would help each other work through that book to grow ourselves, not only spiritually, but our personal lives, and our relationships and our business lives, to help each other level up, to go to the next level in life. And then as the next level of membership, you would receive a mastermind call each month, which would be a smaller group. And, if say 100 people wanted that level of membership, you would break up into groups of like 8 to 10 people. And you would have that many different masterminds. And you would always be with the same group of people because you'll connect better with the same people. But what that would do is you could share on a personal level with that smaller group some struggles that you have. You could brainstorm with each other how to overcome those obstacles, how to, apply the things that you're learning in the books, how to, you know, you would brainstorm all aspects of life, encouraging each other on a personal level to reach those goals, rather than just being in the larger group of the book study. You would be in a small, personal, intimate setting to encourage and help each other to move to the next level in life. Another level of membership would be, I mentioned that we would have a guest each month, and it would be a live call. It'd be a live video chat, and at every level of membership, you could watch that. But on the higher level of membership, you would be able to be on the call and ask the person some questions. So, if you have a business expert come in, you could actually pick his brain on that call and learn directly from him. So you could ask those questions. On the lower levels of membership, you could watch the call and receive the recording, but you couldn't ask him those questions. That's the higher level of access. And then on the fourth level of access, what I'm thinking is there would be an actual yearly in-person mastermind, which would be included in that fourth level of access. So we'd get together at some event or event space or resort or wherever that might be and brainstorm or mastermind together, connect on a personal, a real in-person level, and get to know each other, encourage each other, spend time helping each other develop our goals, our vision, and push each other to to achieve, to completely fulfill our God-given potential. Because I see so many people, myself included, that don't fully utilize everything God's given us. And I know for myself, one thing that terrifies me is that I'll get to the end of my life and I won't have used everything God's given me. I want every aspect, every tool, every strength God gave me to be fully developed and utilized, used up, absolutely no more use able to get out of it. And I'm afraid that I'm not reaching that. And I believe a mastermind, close, intimate, personal friendships, relationships of similar minded people can help draw that out of me. We can draw that out of each other. And that's what this would be. This fourth level of access would be in person. We'd have a speaker or two come in teaching various aspects of life and business, relationships, and all of that. And you would have that personal connection with them as well. And these would also be people who, maybe it'd be somebody who'd come in to teach us about business, and you could connect with them. And if they have something to offer, you would like to work with them. You would have that opportunity, to pick their brain there, but also to go deep in that relationship in the future and work with them to help you level up in certain areas of life and business. So that was what was keeping me awake the other night. I don't know if any of that sounds appealing. I did put a post out on Facebook a couple of days ago, just kind of previewed that a little bit, and there was some people that commented that they'd be interested in it, but I didn't put it out. There wasn't a whole lot of people that saw it because of the Facebook algorithms. But if something like that sounds interesting to you, I'd love to hear your feedback and your insights and your inputs on it. You can connect with me on the social medias and say, hey, look, here's kind of my thoughts on it, or yes, I'm definitely interested. Whenever you are ready to go, sign me up, let me know. Or, if you don't want to connect with me on the socials, you can send me an email at ken@constructiveliberty.com. That's all I've got for you today. Do good work.